Hi, today I'll tell you about the recent changes in Hellish Quart. We'll start from the latest addition, the in-game currency, the Ducats. Don't worry, the Ducats are only earnable by playing the game. You can't buy those for real money. You can then spend Ducats to unlock new characters, skins, arenas, arena upgrades and other things that we will introduce in the future. Ducats also play another role. Every fight now has some meaning and can bring you closer to your goal of unlocking cool stuff in the game. But you have to be careful. When you lose a fight, you will also lose a percentage of your accumulated treasure. The richer you are, the more a defeat will hurt you. This means that you will have to eventually learn to fence with your survival as a priority, which brings the game closer to simulating how a real-world fight would look like. Ducats can be earned only in the arcade mode, survival mode and history buff mode. PvP, training modes and quick fights with the CPU work as before. Next, there has been a big improvement in responsiveness of the game. At first glance, the gameplay doesn't look different, but it changed quite a bit. When you cancel the recovery phase of an attack by pressing back on the controller, the fighters assume the guard poses much quicker than before. This is because before they had to go through a neutral pose first, and now they go straight to the guard pose. This is how it worked like before. And this is how it works now. This is much quicker and gives you a better chance of blocking a riposte. Another small thing that brings a big change is that you can now cancel attack even in active phase, if your opponent is also attacking at the same time as you. When both fencers attack at the same time, a 0.3 second window opens in which they can both cancel their attack even in active frames. This gives you the possibility of changing your mind and cancelling the guard at any moment if you notice that your opponent is going for a double hit. So before this change, if both fencers started attacking simultaneously, they were both committed to the animation until the active phase ended. This often resulted in unavoidable double kills. Now, if both fencers started attacking in the same time, they are both free to cancel at any time by pressing back on the controller and go to a guard pose instead. Those are the changes that are in the game right now, so you can go right ahead and test them out. The story mode is coming soon. We ask you for just a bit more time, since we are inventing new features as we go, like minigames. This one, for example, is all about training your edge alignment by cutting through lumps of clay. It's a 17th century equivalent of cutting through water bottles. The story mode also requires a lot of NPC characters, making them takes time, but it will be worth it. They will all also end up as a character skins that you will be able to choose in the character selection menu outside of the story mode. And then there is a challenging task of creating the first mini-boss in the game, Maryna Ludzicka, also known in Rutenia as the She-Wolf. She will be fighting with a saber and a small shield called Kaukan. Shields are a completely new game-changing mechanic, so like always, making an interesting and realistic gameplay with them will take time. Please be patient for just a bit longer, we'll try to make it worth your while. One last thing, Steam Autumn sale just started, so you can get Hellish Quart with a 50% discount. If you have Hellish Quart in your wishlist, then this is the time to get it at the lowest price. The link to the Steam page is below, so go check it out. See you next time!